10 pounds. 10 pounds is how much weight I have lost in 5 days doing the fast mimicking diet. Now, before you all start turning into a bunch of scientists and ripping me apart in the comments below about the dangers of fasting, the benefits of fasting, how to fast, what the heck a fast mimicking diet is, we're gonna talk about it, okay? All right, so fasting, just like keto dieting, has been all over the interwebs. I'm also going to preface all of this by saying this isn't an endorsement for fasting. This isn't how I recommend you should fast. I'm not even recommending you should fast. I'm just talking about what I've tested out over the last 5 days, and if you want to test it out yourself, here are some things that I've gone through, but make sure you consult your own physician. Make your own decisions. We're all adults here, except for the kids that watch this. Thanks, kids. Okay, so the current science of fasting shows a few benefits that can help us all out. Number one, weight loss. Number two, it stimulates autophagy. Autophagy is the breakdown and destruction of dysfunctional cells within our body. These are the cells that have the potential to become cancer cells. So by breaking these cells down, flushing them out, it's actually been shown that periods of fasting can extend the lifespan of people. It also stimulates the production of stem cells, so it helps repair the body. It can kickstart fat loss, particularly around the abdomen. That is a very unhealthy type of fat. It can reduce inflammation in your overall body. And then it also gives your gut a chance to basically like flush everything out, resets everything. It gives it a rest from just constantly punishing it through eating pizza and pasta and oatmeal and overnight oats and morning shakes and all these things that I've been telling you that you should eat. All that said, I am not like a fasting is the best thing out there for you. I've actually been fairly critical of fasting over the past couple of years, thinking that it is quite a bit of a fad diet because it comes with a lot of risks. Number one is that it can lower your metabolism. If you do it for a prolonged period of time, it can make your metabolism slow down so that when you actually come back and start eating a normal amount, your metabolism is slowed down. And not only do you gain back all the weight that you had before, but you gain back more and you carry that weight. There's also the chance of muscle loss. There's also the risk of it not actually doing anything. Particularly, I look at this as intermittent fasting. This has been one of the big, everyone has to intermittent fast. Well, frankly, you don't really get many benefits of fasting until you get to about 16 hours of fasting total. So all these people that are intermittent fasting and saying like, well, even if you give your gut a break for like 12 hours, 14 hours, you're really not doing a whole lot. You're just kind of jacking around with your system. And then finally, for prolonged fasts, there are big sleep issues. Let's get into the benefits though of the fast mimicking diet, which is intended to give a lot of the benefits of fasting without all of these risks. So the fast mimicking diet is a 5-day fast. Apparently, you get the vast majority of fasting benefits around day 4 to 4.5 or 5. Next, you also get a huge amount of the benefits from fasting. Really not by like fasting, eating nothing. You get a huge amount of the benefits just from calorie restrictions. So once you get down to around 800, 1100 calories, and you are normally consuming 2500 to 3500 like us endurance athletes are, you're already getting a lot of the benefits. So bringing yourself all the way down to nothing is where you start risking those things like muscle loss. The fast mimicking diet starts you off with day 1 at around 1100 calories, and then days 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're at about 800 calories. So let me give you a sense of what I went through. On day 1, I weighed 158.4 pounds. Throughout that day, I'm keeping the amount of sugars that I'm having low, very low glycemic index foods. So at lunch, I'm having things like chicken broth, nuts. Dinner, 300 calories, chicken and a spinach salad. Snacks, I would often have a small amount of frozen berries and peanut butter. Snacks, I would also have a Design for Health bar. I stocked up on 5 of these things. They're delicious. It kind of stimulates the taste sensation there, but it also really doesn't come with any like sugary calories. Now, other things that I ate were potatoes. Potatoes are actually proven to be the most satiating food. Basically, on a per calorie basis, you feel the most full on potatoes beyond any other thing. Cucumber salad, broccoli and potato soups. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Soups made out of low calorie but very nutrient rich things, coleslaw and a very light vinaigrette or plain, some peanut butter at night, potatoes and asparagus, and that's about it. And let me tell you that at the end of this morning, 5 days later, I've still got another weigh-in because I'm going to fast still tonight, and then I'll have the final weigh-in tomorrow, marking the end of the 5 days. I was 149 pounds, assuming that by tomorrow I will have lost more than 10 pounds. So a couple things to keep in mind. My energy level has been tremendously low. I have not been training at all. I'm in the middle of a mid-season break. The extent of my training was maybe biking a little bit to the pool just to pick up my pool bag for some travel that I'm doing this weekend. I went to the bank, I went and grabbed groceries. So don't do this while you're training. You will punish yourself and you will basically athletically starve yourself. Also, you may have a hard time sleeping on day 3. Normally I take a nap in the afternoon, could not get to sleep. Last night, day 4, could not get to sleep until midnight. Make sure that you fill your body with a bunch of the nutrients that it needs. Mega Burn Greens, Mega Burn Protein, 4 Sigmatic Coffee. If you want 15% off 4 Sigmatic Coffee, go to 4sigmatic.com/Triathlon Taren to get 15% off anything, or use the coupon code Triathlon Taren to get 15% off. Helps us out, thank you. And I put these in the shakes in the morning so that basically, bam, right in the morning, I knew that I had enough nutrients and enough protein so that I wasn't going to be nutrient deficient throughout this, and I wasn't going to be eating into muscle because I was taking enough protein. Lots of water to help fill yourself up, and lots of tea to basically give yourself something to do. And the results of this, do I feel okay? Besides being tired? Yeah. But physically, the things that I've noticed are that I am certainly flatter in the stomach. I have lost that little bit of, I've always had a tough time losing that little bit of fat right at the bottom of my stomach. That's gone. I've noticed a more defined line down in between my abs and more in here. And don't forget, I used to be 215 pounds. This is not normal. And this might be TMI, but my poop was black. That indicates to me you're clearing out a huge amount of the waste that's in your digestive system because you're giving your body a chance to flush it out. And of that 10 pounds, I would probably guess that maybe 2 pounds of it is fat, but there's a good amount of that poundage that is really just the body being able to empty out the digestive system. What that's going to allow me to do is, like I said before, reset my gut bacteria, and this gives me an excellent chance to slam a bunch of probiotics into my system over the next few days. And because my gut has been reset, it's going to be very receptive to them, and I'm going to rebuild my gut bacteria in a good manner. Am I going to be able to stay down at 149 pounds? Probably not. I'm likely going to go back up to the 150, 155, 158, but the premise of this fast mimicking diet is that you should do it if you're an athlete, maybe tops twice a year. It's going to help keep your weight on the low end of what's healthy for you. But if you are, say, overweight, if you're carrying 30, 40, 50 pounds or more, you can do this once every 2 to 3 months until your weight starts getting down to a healthier level, and then you can start doing it less frequently. Credit to a lot of this with the research of Dr. Valter Longo, but the Longevity Diet book has been fairly criticized on Amazon, and I would probably echo this, that it doesn't even tell you how to do the fast mimicking diet. Even though this is the guy that invented the fast mimicking diet, it's basically just a sales pitch for fast mimicking. Valter Longo also has a company called Prolon, which supplies all of the food for the fast mimicking diet. But you can kind of just piece together your own fast mimicking diet with really low sugar foods, really nutrient rich foods, broths, soups, the things that I told you here. So, fast mimicking diet, success? I don't know. We'll have to see over the next little while. Fast mimicking diet, lost weight, felt okay, not that bad. Does science indicate that it's going to help me out? Yeah. Is it something that you should consider? I don't know. But now you know a little bit more about it. And tidbit, it ain't pleasant. When you are somebody that lives and dies by the calories that they consume, it's been a tough 5 days. Now, if you have any questions about the fast mimicking diet, which you can do by basically Googling Valter Longo podcast, listen to his podcast, and that's probably going to tell you more than even the book does. But if you have any questions, ask them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them for you. All right? Later, Trainiacs.